And now we're all just moving on to the next conversation, which I believe will probably go to Nick.
All right, Nick.
All right. Gentleman Lars.
Thanks.
We never
So this is a wood. Yeah, well, I did.
This is our good friend Nick. He's filling in for our fallen
He's been
brother
on here
Weston.
before, right?
He's been on the show a couple times. When John moved and we were waiting for Logan to get here, he was on.
He's been on
Twice?
Third time.
This is your third time, I
I think it's
think.
number
Big
3.
Out of our
Oh,
20
three.
episodes, he's been on 3 of them. So, I mean,
That's
You-
15%.
you
that's a 15% guest right here, man.
I
Like,
think
take
you
that.
are number 1 fill-in.
oh, he
Nick.
absolutely is.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
Like,
Trevor's at 2.
Trevor
so.
can't hold a candle to you, man.
Is Trevor at 2 or 1?
He's
Trevor
at
did
2.
Trevor,
He's
did
on-
you?
He's
Yeah.
been in here for more than one.
Well,
but I
studio
just,
audience
That's
don't count.
Studio
that's not the
audience
diff-
does
That's not
not
the same.
count.
That's not the
well,
same.
no, I'm saying, like, I
They
think
just
he's only
boo
been
when I
here
tell them
once.
to boo.
No, he's because it was when John moved. It was Trevor, Nick, Trevor. Pretty sure, or was it Nick, Trevor, Nick?
I think it was Nick, Trevor, Nick.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this is his third
Trevor
one.
won, I think.
Oh man,
Because Trevor was here for the Pancake Texas episode. and
that's
that-
why we never invited him back. 'cause
That's
he
true.
agreed with that.
It's his fault. He agreed.
I like that topic still. Like, I'm on board with it. But, Nick, what is your topic? Go ahead, my friend.
Anyways, this is a would you rather one. Would you rather do a marathon
Nope.
in a desert, like the biggest desert in the world? That's
No.
the Sahara Desert. Is that it?
Sure.
The answer
Anyways,
is no.
Death.
Anyways, or would you climb Mount Everest?
Climb Mount Everest. You were not going to get me to run.
Honestly, I'd climb Mount Everest
By
because
yourself.
Mount Everest
Sure.
is not
You'd
even
probably
as
gonna
hard.
die, to be honest.
If you look at it now, Mount Everest is not actually that hard to climb anymore.
Okay, then you go ahead and do it, Logan.
no, well,
Yeah,
it
it
is. But like, it's become
It
such
depends
a,
on which trail you take.
It's become such a tourist location that they've like made it so like they perfected
Okay,
it.
you can't take elevators and escalators.
I know, but like they
You literally have to
perfected-
train, though.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I'm
still
not
have
saying
to
you'd have to
train.
no,
train.
yeah, I'm not saying like it's like anybody could just go up and do it right now, but it is comparatively to like what the first people who submitted Everest, it's way easier than that. Like
sure.
they've made it such a tourist location, and like
Well, they
There's
got-
also many ways to climb Everest. If you go north face, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Like people, that's like the sheer cliff,
yeah,
ice wall, like the really. If
Yeah.
if I got that one right, there's definitely one path that are multiple paths that are just
Yeah.
like super difficult and dangerous.
yeah.
I feel like, the entire thing is dangerous. But
Well,
yeah,
sure,
I
yeah.
get the point you're making for sure. I
I would rather do that.
would
there's ones
definitely
that-
rather do the Mount Everest, though, because, one, I hate heat. I'm a polar bear. I'm not going to... I was in Yuma,
like heat.
Arizona for a couple hours, or like even an hour, picking up a U-Haul, and it was 110 degrees, and I honestly thought that I was going to die right there on the spot.
Well, you couldn't
I-
even last in Georgia. You were like complaining all the time.
Oh,
like,
dude, that's because
it's
it was
so
90
hot
and
down
humid, and
here.
I'm like, this sucks. I just came from Iowa, where it was like 50 degrees and nice, in the spring. And then I go down to Georgia, and I'm melting.
It was awesome.
I packed jeans and hoodies, and I was like, okay, I have to go buy
Okay,
shorts
that was
now.
your fault.
I was
Any
not expecting
confirmation
to
on
be
the
in the
Everest?
90s.
Oh, I was just doing my own research on how to answer this. Are we required? I don't think I could run 26 straight miles. So am I allowed to walk in
See,
there?
even like
it's a
Like,
marathon.
how
I didn't
does it go,
specify.
like,
I didn't specify
A marathon through
like,
the desert, like.
that'd
Are
be
there
terrible.
Like, there's
stands?
stops.
Can you
Like,
be,
there gotta
are
be
there
stops.
Hydration stands,
Yeah.
Well,
and
you're
everything like
dead
that.
no matter
Even then,
what.
Yeah.
Because
you,
like
Or can I do
How
it
does
in the
this
middle
work?
of the night when it gets down to 30 degrees?
I said in a
That's
desert.
true.
I didn't specify.
that's true.
that's true.
I didn't
'Cause the
specify
thing-
all that.
It
The
takes
thing
an
is, though-
average of 40 days to climb Mount Everest. If I do that, I could do 26 miles in one night.
Week.
yeah, but you got to think you're running on sand, which is gonna make
That'd
it
suck.
so much worse.
I don't
running.
like sand.
I'd wear shoes.
I don't like.
Yeah, wear
Well,
shoes.
you would
Of
still
course.
like sink
Rough.
a little bit.
Well,
so
yeah,
it
but
actually
I'd
gets
also,
everywhere.
You're
take breaks. I wouldn't
Yeah.
like be sprinting.
Yeah, you would have to take way more breaks than a
I'm not
marathon.
that dude that smashed everyone in the
This is a-
Olympics.
It should be like a triathlon. Like how are we swimming in the desert? Swimming in the sand? We must.
It's when
Let's
you
find
get
some quicksand.
to, no, it gets when you get that delusion point and you see like the oasis in the
Yeah,
desert.
the
and you start
mirages.
swimming in the sand.
Yeah, but 100%, dude. I would just avoid the desert at all costs. Like I said, I'm a polar bear. I am big and white. Like I don't deal with heat. I can't deal with.
I would admit defeat and not do either.
See, now that would be
No,
something
you gotta
I'd be
choose
down
one.
For. But
You
if
gotta choose one.
would you rather's don't have a third option. You can't take
No,
the way out.
It's one. It's one.
It's
of the two.
one or the
I
other.
also think looking at it, I would rather do Everest on another point of like, it's more like significant.
it's more prestigious.
It's be like, okay,
Yeah.
I climbed Mount Everest, or I ran a marathon in the desert. I think I'd be like, I'd rather tell people about like I climbed Everest. You know,
Well,
I'd-
Like you said,
I
though,
don't want to pump
everyone
myself
does
up.
that
I don't
nowadays.
care.
You also got to think about the oxygen levels. So that's why I said
Yeah.
you actually have to
Well, you
train
get to train
yourself.
a lot. Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Is that part of it, or are we just dropping you on Everest? And
I would
dropping
say
in the
that's
desert?
probably part of it.
And you said we're doing it by ourselves. That's it.
Oh, by yourself?
Yeah,
I
by
would say, like,
yourself.
So
I-
I couldn't, I
Point
couldn't
me in a
even
direction
bring,
in the desert.
I couldn't bring
Yeah.
Dan with me.
We don't get our Sherpa guide.
Yeah, like, are we gonna climb Mount Everest without someone telling us, like, hey,
Get a
this
ritual
is
where
the
he just
safer path?
smacks you with the leaves.
We'll say
from the-
minimum to get you to like Mount
Yeah.
Everest. You'd probably need a tour guide, like to get you up there.
Yeah.
But it's. Well, I don't know if I can add the next question. It's not someone you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking maybe like the would you rather is like you're going to do this. Like you're not going to die during it. Like you had the resources needed to complete whatever.
Oh, I
it
think
is.
you're gonna die in either situation because none of us are trained to climb mountains.
No, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
None of
Like
us are
the would
fit-
you rather like
We would
are
complete it,
trained,
but
like,
it
we
wouldn't
would
be
have
fun.
the training necessary to survive these
Well,
things.
that's an easy question then. Yeah, I'd probably do Everest. But
Yeah,
if it's
that's how I'm looking at it.
thrown into it, which, you know, is
Yeah,
my first
I'd rather
take
do
on
the
it.
desert than Everest.
If we're just throwing
Yeah.
it into it, I would do the desert because you can
Yeah,
do that much faster.
Yeah, and plus the nice thing about Everest too is, you know, like they do have camps set up like along the mountain.
Yeah, there's like 7
Where-
stages.
Occasionally, yeah.
Where like if you wanted to, you know, just rest for a full day, you could just chill and recover for a full
Yeah.
day. You know,
I don't think.
Whatever
I would.
your-
I think
your,
I want to get out of there.
Well, I think there's 7 stages, and it takes you a day to get up to each stage. So like you're on the mountain for like
As long as you have supplies
weeks.
for,
Yeah.
you know, said time.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just like I said, I can't deal with heat and deserts.
Oh, I hate the heat. Don't
I
get me
don't.
wrong, but
I don't work in
you
deserts.
finish it fast, you know.
That's why I would do it overnight the best I can. Like right when it starts getting
That would
cool,
actually
I'd
be
take
sick.
off.
I'd actually
And then it's
my
dark.
answer
Like
changed.
I don't think there's many animals that live out there.
all the rattlesnakes
So
and
you'd
stuff
have like
like
scorpions.
Yeah, but you could see 'em coming.
rattlesnakes. Okay,
Sometimes.
they hide pretty dang well.
But
Not if I'm super fast.
gotta go fast. It's like sand.
it's like you pick your poison because
Ha!
you sweat like so much and die of dehydration in the desert. You sweat so much climbing Everest and you freeze to death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
like I said,
dead bodies still on Everest.
There are still.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
dead
They
bodies.
use them
They're-
as
they're
landmarkers
always
now.
also there.
They use them
Dude,
as
like-
landmarkers.
Since
Oh, we're
Like,
passing
that's-
Tim.
Yeah, seriously.
I've also seen something about
I'm not
Everest
going
that's
to
kind of gross. Is that since it's become such a tourist thing, like so many people try to summit it now, like there's so much poop and pee
Yep.
that come down from the mountain because people use the bathroom when they're summiting it. So like when the ice like melts and stuff a little bit or whatever,
Yeah.
like it like literally comes down.
Interesting.
So there's like this river that's like polluted with like human
Waste. Yeah.
waste.
It's bad.
It's like crazy. Because
Dang.
like
so
they,
many,
they
so much
did-
for our like
Yeah.
a national like monument type
yeah,
thing.
no, like
Yeah, they
it's
destroyed it.
They literally like they say
Natural
like if you want to submit
monument.
Everest, you should not do it anymore because it's disgusting.
Did I?
Like
did
you're
I say
literally
I was doing
climbing up
desert?
through poop.
I'm gonna do desert.
Doing desert, right?
I'm still doing Mount Everest. I'm
But,
not doing desert.
It's
It's like I work with that stuff all day.
Did you ever watch? You did like the Mr. Ballin videos.
I've watched a few
Oh,
of those.
yeah, I've seen some of those.
Just speaking of Everest, this one where, speaking of dead bodies that are still there, they had like a summit climbing like a class or whatever, and like like I don't know 20 people or whatever, and these 3 students that were like the best or whatever got to do their own thing, kind of go up first to this landing, and can't remember what it's called, but this one kid went to go get like some fresh drinking water from like, and there was running water on one side, and he never came back. No, fresh. not
okay.
the corrupted stuff, but
We don't do that here.
Such a bad word.
I know.
I mean, it's accurate though.
It
isn't
is.
But he never came back, so they went looking for him, and then they were getting over there, and then their guide or whatever, their professor said, yelled at them to stop because it was wherever there's fresh water or like running water, you have to be super careful because it makes holes.
Yeah.
And they got to the side where they saw it just like crumbled and dropped off, and the kid fell through, and it was so deep. Like I think they had a rope or something, or someone went down, or as far as they could. It was like ended up being 200 feet or more, and they couldn't even get to the bottom. They dropped stuff, they couldn't hear the bottom. And
Wow.
knowing from how it water drips, so it gets progressively narrow and narrow until you get to the bottom.
Yeah.
So the body's still down there. They couldn't reach it, so it's just gonna be there.
Yeah.
Never
That's
got
insane.
the kid.
Yeah, that's what they-
crazy stuff.
See that?
That's what they do with the bodies. Like
That's scary,
Like-
man.
Yeah, that is
Like,
really scary.
green boots is the big one that everybody sees. And,
Green boots.
And like they say, like you'll see like dead bodies. Like you'll just walk across the trail and you'll just see like a dead body right there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man.
That's just when you look at me like,
you
I
would
made
never
it
be able
farther
to
than
tell
you.
like the danger that you're in because it looks like completely normal ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
crazy stuff, but
Yeah.
it's
Wow,
scary.
wow, Nick, what a topic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I threw,
No, I like
threw us
these.
in there a
I
little
like
bit.
these. I
No,
like
this is
these
a good
topics.
conversation.
That felt
mean,
like a video game scene that you were describing.
I love Mr. Ballin videos. They're so good.
Dude, they're creepy though.
They are. Some of
Oh
them
my
are.
gosh, some of them are
It's
just
this like ex-Navy SEAL guy who just like tells stories
Okay.
of like places you shouldn't go but people went and what happened. Crazy stories that don't sound real but they actually are. That kind of stuff.
Got you.
He's actually a fantastic YouTuber. I like him.
I mean, that would be kind of fun for sure.
He just needed a
I
good
watch him a lot.
shooting.
Yeah.
That's a whole
That could be
story.
fun. We could do a series on visiting abandoned places on this channel.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
A serial killer series.
I used to like back in high school me and my friends used to like go to like abandoned houses and like sneak in like be
We're
like
a
ghost
squatter.
be ghost hunters
Squatter.
and like we'd like be in there
Logan
for
was a
20 minutes
ghost hunter,
because
huh?
like we'd get super scared because something would rattle or whatever and we'd run
Ghost
out.
Hunter show.
I mean, there's
I,
a-
I,
been on
you know
an
what I call that
abandoned,
show? I call
tug-
it possible fairy activity.
I've been on an
Oh.
abandoned tugboat or whatever. That those things go up and down the river, the barges.
uh-huh.
I've been on one of those.
I want
It's
to
pretty
go to
cool.
this the Terrell School, the one like just
I've
south of
been there.
Terrell. It's
Mhm.
creepy.
Is that Ayrshire?
So just like in between Ayrshire and Terrell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
That four-way stop.
There's a, yeah,
I've
four-way
never
stop
gone
there.
in it, but I went geocaching there
Wow.
one time.
There's
Never
a house
went
on
in it, though.
the corner. Too,
Yeah, and I don't even think anyone's there anymore. Like
No
that
one lives
house-
in the house.
It doesn't look.
Wait, is it
occupied.
like
there
is it the
like
service
a-
station
Like a
looking
bar
deal?
there or something?
I don't think so.
No, are you
Someone
guys?
owns something there.
It's
I can't
right across
remember.
the street. It's that.
I don't
looks
think
like
it's a service station. It's just an overhanging porch.
Yeah.
No, it was. I think at one point.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Was
there's
it?
somebody that still lives there. Yeah, I drove by and there's like an old guy walking out of it.
Some person owns all that. I can't remember.
So I think it's this corner right
Sure
here.
it was
if
a
I,
guy or a ghost.
It was a guy.
You could have been old enough to be a ghost.
And we could also go to the abandoned train. That'd be fun.
I want to buy that. I want to
Dude, that would be
retrofit
really
it
cool.
into a home.
That would be really cool.
be
for
Jordan,
Sick.
you got any room? We could just keep it here.
Yeah, we'll just throw it in the backyard. Yeah, why not, right?
No, the garage.
Oh yeah, we'll fit a whole
It'll fit,
train in my
right?
garage. That will
We'll just build a railroad track through all this neighborhood.
through
and everything.
Spirit Lake. I mean, hey, it works. Let's see. I think is this it? No.
Honestly,
That
that
looks
sick
like
to
it.
buy.
Yeah, it's a.
Okay, so we need to go.
Turn it into a self-sustaining train.
Yeah, so it's just a porch.
It'd be all
No, no,
solar
it's
power
like-
and
And then
electric
when I-
generator.
And then when
Um,
a blizzard, new ice age hits the world, we can
It's
just
an old
survive
gas
on it.
station.
Snowpiercer.
gas
Snow
station?
piercer.
Yeah, look
And
at
we
it. Look
will
how it's all set
feed
up.
them cockroaches.
I just thought that
Feed
was
them
like an
a week.
overhanging
Oh,
garage type
just look
deal.
at it from the front.
Have you watched that movie?
Yeah, it's good.
It's actually interesting.
Have you
Such
seen
a
the theory
strange
that movie is a continuation of
Could be.
Charlie and the Chocolate
But not like-
Factory?
I've heard that.
Also be, like,
It,
right there and just,
I've
like,
watched the whole video
everybody
about it.
driving that way.
Just
Just
pretty
transform.
interesting, actually. There's like a lot of
Chris, your boy Captain
Interesting.
America ate babies
yeah. There's actually a lot
because they taste the best.
of yeah.
If you guys are wanting to know what we're talking about, look up Terrell, Iowa, and then go south until you're at the corner of 310th Avenue and 300th Street. That's the intersection we're talking about. So 310th Avenue and 300th
There's a
I think
house
Street.
someone
there?
played paintball on that.
There is a
That'd be sweet.
that'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
That'd be actually pretty cool.
There's an old abandoned school. That's the school we're talking about. You'll see it, and then there's a house on the corner right there. I don't think that's a gas station though. There's,
It,
It was
it
an
looks
old one.
like it, but I don't think
it
it
looks
is.
like
old
it, but
one.
it's definitely just
It
a
could have
house.
been-
with, like they built that as a car shelter.
It could have been like just like a house service station.
I mean,
where
a long
people
time
drop
ago,
by.
it could have been, to be honest, and
It-
they tore down a bunch of crap.
It might have been,
Looked
yeah.
like it.
I don't know.
I thought there was like, maybe it's not that place, but out there somewhere there was like a bar that was still used and running.
I think you're thinking of a different intersection because this area is full of those random four-way stops
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere.
I think it's near there actually.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking,
no.
maybe we're thinking a different one. I'm thinking one like Everly,
I don't know.
Barb's Diner or something. Probably has good food. Usually those places do.
Decent.
Middle of nowhere places. Yeah, you guys are having a conversation.
I was gonna say,
Dan and
I was-
Logan were having a conversation. I
You kind
was like
we just
having a
went
moment
off.
here.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nick
yeah.
and I were talking about that house, and now we're all of a sudden talking about random diners. So I don't even know how we
Okay.
got here.
We're now a guy.
No.
But
as,
yeah.
as my wife called him the other day, Guy Ferrari.
Guy Ferrari.
Diners, drive-in, dives.
You know, it's actually pronounced Fieri.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she said
Yeah,
it, and I'm
Fieri.
like, that's not right. She's like, I know.
I actually really like
that
diners,
sounds like a
drive-ins, dives. I watched
children's
it, actually.
superhero. Guy
That's not a bad
Ferrari.
one. I love Beat Bobby Flay. It's like my favorite show on the Food Channel.
Man versus Food is my favorite.
That was a good one. He
He
was in
can't
Des
do-
Moines for a couple.
He can't do that
challenges.
anymore.
No.
Well, they
'cause-
switched the guys.
Yeah.
It's a new guy
It's
now.
Casey, who's okay.
Oh, it's not
Adam,
No,
what's his
it's
face,
not
right?
Adam
Oh.
anymore. It's
Adam Remenecker. Is
He's,
that it?
he's a
Richmond?
No.
Oh,
You're thinking of
Adam
Adam
Richard.
Emenecker, which was a
Emenecker
challenge he
that's
did.
in
Yeah.
Des
oh,
Moines.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
no, he's vegan now, I think. Like
gross.
No, that show
no,
about
because
killed him.
He
the
probably
doctor
has to be.
almost said you were like going to die if you keep doing this.
I'd rather die than be vegan.
Did you guys
So
ever hear?
he's like vegan, I think.
Did you guys ever watch his Hot Ones
Man, still
episode?
feel pain.
They said one challenge like literally tried to kill him. Like they added extra spice. They're like, oh, he thinks he's all tough. We're gonna add a bunch more.
See, I feel like
And
that's
he had a brand new producer.
I would've sued him.
His producer didn't know like you could be like, no, we're not doing this. His producer's like, what the heck is this? He thought it was normal. He wasn't
Yeah.
mad at the producer because it was
He
producer's
didn't know.
first day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, if I would have known that, I would have just left the restaurant.
That's crazy.
So they made it harder for him.
It was that Suicide Six Wings challenge where he took one bite and was done
Oh yeah,
because they're like added like double the extract or whatever.
that's just
Oh
evil,
my
dude.
gosh.
Speaking
I
of
would've
being a
sued him.
jerk,
I would have too.
Yeah, I
would've
mean,
sued
go
him
back
for
to
sure.
the first topic.
Okay, that's crazy.
No, I see because I like spicy food challenges. Like I enjoy doing those.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, they're not fun in the moment, but either when I edit the videos or going back and rewatching them, it's enjoyable.
no joke. I was thinking this. I had no idea how to tie it in. I'm like, okay, so there's 7 levels of Mount Everest. Jordan, do a spicy challenge. First level, not as hot. Get to the second level, even hotter. Keep climbing, it gets hotter.
Then like on,
Melt your
on the
face
seventh
off.
on the seventh
Oh.
one, you gotta eat the hottest one, and then you gotta summit.
Well, can
And
you
take another
imagine?
one.
Hold on, can you imagine just going to this here? You get up to the top,
And you have to eat super
and
hot stuff.
you have to eat super hot stuff. That means that you're gonna have super fiery poops on a mountain.
You'll
No,
add
you-
to
you
it.
You also
No.
can't breathe because there's less oxygen.
Yeah,
So you might die.
that would be awful. No, Tim.
I mean,
Can
there's
you
lots
imagine?
of ice
Like-
and snow though, so you can just
Like
you know,
this
cool
video if
yourself
you like
off.
this idea.
Yeah, but there's poop in it and pee.
Yeah.
Like there's definitely
Yeah.
been a few times
On
where
the
I,
summit?
after just doing some
Probably
challenges
stuff.
It was
here,
literally, like right the entire mountain. It was,
where
like covered in feces and stuff.
there's been a few times
Jordans will just melt it all.
doing challenges
heck?
here where I seriously feel like I would burn my toilet, right? Like I'm like, there's no way this thing doesn't have a char mark in it now. That would
No,
be,
that's your insides.
That's also the toilet when I'm done.
Like this video if you like this idea.
If you like the idea of me dying, yeah, sure. Use that free Twitch Prime sub.
If we get
Send
10,000,
Jordan to the Feces Mountain.
if we get 10,000 likes, well, Jordan will be doing this challenge.
All of a sudden this video just blows up.
I think our most liked video has like 8 or 10 likes on it anyway. So this would be a
So,
huge-
Yeah,
like
all we need is
and
one
share.
random huge dude on YouTube to
Yep.
get this and send it out.
Jack
PewDiePie, if
come
you
on.
wanna
Yeah.
help us out here.
There you go.
give
Little
a plug
shout
on the
out.
radio.
Maybe some Vanos
Got
gaming or
this
something.
random guy who's gonna do something stupid on Mount Everest if I get a lot of likes. So let's like this, guys. I love people doing stupid crap.
the guy never agreed to it.
But,
But
Mr.
I guess
Beast would be down.
Oh,
There you go.
Mr. Beast. Today we're going to kill a random podcaster by having him climb Mount Everest and eat wings.
If he does it, I'll give him $100,000.
Jordan's in.
Okay, Jordan.
I've done a lot more
Stage
for a lot
one.
less.
They got the whole camera crew going up with them.
Paid for and everything.
Oh, no. That would be a nightmare and a half.
I think we're onto something. Great topic, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was not
fantastic.
the topic. But
Trademark.
I like
you
it.
kinda
Trademark it.
went crazy.
Well, no joke, while he was talking about the summits and different stops, I was like, ooh, we can make this a spicy challenge for Jordan. I'm like, but that would sound stupid. And then we somehow started talking about spicy food. I'm like, I'm doing it.
Then you can make monuments of your spicy poop.
This was level 1.
It gets
got little
progressively
plaques.
more
He's got-
liquid as you go up.
It's plaques.
No.
There's plaques.
It melts its way through.
I was saying, it'd be like the world's worst icicle.
They're
Like-
reverse monuments because they're going
And then
down.
then a guy falls down and dies.
If you are still watching,
This is
we
terrible.
thank you.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Apologize
no.
for any trauma
graphic
that has
nature.
caused.
I just picture some guy, like they find a body on Everest in like 100 years, right? And they're like, oh, cause of death, impaled by frozen spicy turds. Like, Like,
No, they don't freeze. They don't
Oh,
freeze.
it's too spicy.
it just boils and it burns him to
Yeah,
death.
yeah. He fell down the hole that it created into the spicy poop that melted him alive.
You single-handedly changed the climate of Mount Everest.
It just burns his way down into the earth.
It's a mini volcano.
Just
It's
liquid
not even-
death.
Yeah.
Just oozing.
Now the real question: how did that come out of you and you're still alive?
Oh, this is awful.
I'm sorry. We need to move on. This is terrible.
Yeah.
I was saying, this is like
I apologize
progressively-
for all of this to you guys. I'm sorry.
I need to
you
put a
witnessed
warning on
this.
this on YouTube.
Oh no. This
Your
is
discretion is advised.
Listener discretion.
this
The
is
spicy poo.
This has been one of my favorite topics. So thank you, Nick.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Shall we move on?
That
Yeah.
went full
Stupid.
circle. Came back around.
So stupid.